Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Blessing in case you're new here, and I recently moved to the UK and I'm sharing my experience here so far and how I was able to make it to this place. Now, last video we discussed about visa application and how the process, requirements, and getting your visa. Now that we have our visa, the next thing is to prepare to travel. So that is what we are going to be discussing in this video, the whole process of traveling, requirements, and things I experienced on this travel. Okay, if that is something you might be interested in, then keep watching. So now I've gotten my visa, and it was time for me to start preparing to travel, right? I also have like a video of before I travel, like a life update video, my travel, like I documented all my travel process, like from getting to Abuja and traveling down to the UK and everything. I vlogged all this part, which I'm going to put the link up here somewhere for you to go check that out if you haven't seen those videos. But there are some things I did not mention in that video that happened, which I'm going to be discussing extensively in this video. So when I had gotten my visa, I started preparing. Even before my visa came out, I had already started preparing for things I will carry for my food stuff. This is not the first time I'm coming to the UK. I've visited before, so I already have an experience of what to carry and what not to carry. So I already started planning for food stuff. I know I was going to carry more things this time around because I'm relocating. So I had my food stuff, everything I packed about my food stuff. I've made a detailed video about food stuff because that's like the first thing you want to start doing once you get your visa, to arrange for your food stuff. If there are things you need to dry them on time and all that. So I've made a detailed video of how I was able to, things I carried, how I packed them and everything. I'll put the link up here somewhere so you go check that video out. It's very, very detailed, and people have been testifying that video has really, really helped them with their preparation. Then after food, the next thing was to book my flights. I already know the dates I wanted to come in. I came into the UK in January 2022, so which is like last month. So I booked my ticket. I used British Airways. So because I didn't want a long flight, I didn't want to travel to one country and then they will move me. I just wanted something straightforward. I just want a straight flight. So I booked BA. So since I was coming to Manchester, I had to book to Manchester direct. But the thing is, they will take you to London Heathrow first, then you enter a connecting flight to Manchester. So I booked to Manchester and I had like about 3 hours layover in London. So then after booking my flight, I wanted a window seat badly because it's a morning flight. It's a 9 a.m. flight. So like it's during the day, I will be seeing a lot of things. I wanted window seats so badly that I had to go to, because they will offer for you can choose a seat and like pay for a seat. So I was not like, I don't want to get to anywhere. I don't want to get to the flight now and then they will now put me somewhere I wouldn't like. I need to vlog. So I paid for the seat. I paid for a seat that has like a bit of leg room and then by the window seat. And then at the end of the day, they didn't give me that seat. So please don't even try to pay for seats on BA. It's so useless. There is no point. It's pointless paying for seats. For the luggage, because I used the economy. For business class, I think you are entitled to 32 kg luggage times 2, and then one hand luggage and laptop bag and handbag, something like that. So but for economy class, it's 23 kg times 2 plus your hand luggage. That can be up to 23 kg too, but they have a dimension for how small or how big the box will be for the hand luggage. So I went to get a hand luggage. I already had my normal luggage box for traveling, so I went to get a hand luggage. I used the dimension they wrote there. They wrote I think 18 by 20 by something box. I used that dimension, used measuring tape. I went to buy box for hand luggage because I don't have small box, and I have so many things to carry. I'm like, okay, let me just put most clothes on that hand luggage since it can be up to 23 kg. So I used that dimension and bought the box. When I got home, I mean, I have another smaller box I would normally use for hand luggage in the normal local flights. So I'm like, this one is too small. So I went to buy that one. That's like the worst thing. Please don't be like me. Use that normal small hand luggage. So I went to buy a bigger one. I packed my thing. In my mind, I have hand luggage and everything. And it's like 23 kg. Boom. So when I got to the airport the next day, when I got to the airport with the hand luggage, when they were about checking me in, I told me which of them is hand luggage. I showed them one. They said this thing hand luggage. Okay, they have this box. You have to put your bag for them to check if it can fit into the cabin. So I put it in there. The thing did not fit that box. They say if it's not fitting this box, which means you can't use it as hand luggage, you have to check it in. Now I have excess one box, and on their website I saw if you have excess bag, you can actually carry an excess bag, but you pay for it. You pay $170 for one bag. But at the airport you pay $200. At the end of the day, I tried to find a way. Maybe I could get a small Ghana must go to transfer those things so that I can carry it as hand luggage. But then the things I have in that bag will not fit into the small Ghana must go that might enter inside that cabin. This thing, I ended up paying for one extra luggage. That was the most painful thing. That's like the highlights of my movement that day, and it started in the morning. I was so pained. I paid about, how much was that money? 90 something K. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was close to 100K for just one box. I was so much in pain. I got so angry that morning that anything they were just telling me in that airport that day, anybody that just find my trouble that day, I will attack the person. I was so angry. I paid for the box. Luckily for me, I had my other, like a school bag or something that has a stroller where I put some other things. So I use that one as my hand luggage. That is where I have my laptop and everything. So I use that one as my hand luggage and then my handbag. So I checked in 3 bags, which I paid 1 for. That was it for flights. After of course, after booking your flight, you pay for, when you're checking in your bag. Since I'm going to Manchester, they checked my bag straight to Manchester. They did not check it, like you don't have to get to London and then you start carrying your bag again to go and enter the connecting flight. No, they'll check it direct to Manchester. So once we got to London, my bags went from this flight to the next flight without me carrying it. I didn't see it till I got to Manchester airport. So yeah, so after booking for your flights, the next thing is to, if you don't have a winter jacket, because depending on the time you're traveling, even if you're traveling for the first time, even if you're traveling during summer, you still need a cold jacket, because the weather, even when it's summer, might still be cold to you if you're traveling for the first time. But I'm traveling during cold period and I already have so many winter clothes and shoes, which I showed in my vlog when I was packing for my bag. I'll put the link up here so you see. So I already have winter coat and everything. But if you don't, there are so many places you can always get it in your country. For people in Port Harcourt, I think they said they sell it in everyday supermarket upstairs or something. I don't know, but I didn't buy there. I already have my shoes, my boots. I have my boots from the last time I traveled, so I didn't have to buy any of those things. But you need your winter coat if you have to travel during cold period. Very, very important. And you need to, for me, traveling, I like to be comfortable when I travel. I don't like wearing jeans when I'm traveling. I've tried it before. It's very, very discomforting. So I wore joggers. If you haven't seen that video, I'll still link it up here. Like, I have all the videos. So I wore joggers and like a cardigan, because the plane can be very, very cold too. So you also need to wear something that will help you, even though that their blanket does not really help, but you just need to wear something that will help you. And for your money, you as at that time, as at January, I went to the bank to get a PTA, because they say they now give students PTA, but I had somebody in the bank that I really know very, very well. The guy was like that I should not even bother myself, because they will attend to me. They will give me the form and everything for me to apply for PTA, and they will just tell me to be waiting, but I won't get it. There is a strict order from CBN, something like that, but they don't want to make people see that they are no longer giving the thing. I don't even understand how he explained it, so I didn't even bother myself. So I went to black market and changed money, and I had pounds with me, because changing, if you buy dollars, I think when you get to this place, changing dollars to pounds you might lose some money. I think so, I don't know, but I bought pounds directly from Nigeria. I bought pounds, then I had money in my dollar account, in my dollar card, because for my flight I paid with my dollar card. But if you don't have a dollar card, you have to buy from black market, and then you understand, pay for the, I don't know how but I had a dollar card, so I just easily paid for my flights with my dollar card. Or they have other websites you can use to book flights. Me, I booked it directly on British Airways website. I booked it myself. So after that, the requirements you need before you board the flight, you have to like do your COVID test. When I traveled, I did a COVID test. I did it I was supposed to travel from Port Harcourt to Abuja, then from Abuja to, so I did it on the day before I traveled to Port Harcourt. I did it on the day before, in the evening, I think around 4 or 5, before the day I traveled to Abuja, and then I traveled the 3rd day in the morning, so it would still be valid. They said your COVID test should be valid, I think 48 to 72 hours. Just check on UK government website to be sure of this thing, but I think it's from 48 to 72 hours valid COVID test results. So I had it. That was the requirement, and I had to fill passenger locator form. So on the passenger locator form, you have to fill your COVID test, and then you have to book, when I travel, I have to book a day 8 and day 2 COVID testing kit. So the day 8 and day 2 COVID testing kit, if you go on UK government website, they will still show you people that are selling those things, the vendors that are selling those things. So you just go through the list and check the one that is cheaper for you. All of them have different prices. So I checked the one that was cheaper for me, and I got that one for day 2 and day 8 COVID test. Then when you're ordering it, they will ask you for your address, where you will be landing and everything. I filled everything up there, so they will have it delivered to you by the time you get to the UK. They will ask you for the date, for your flight number, everything about your travel. Basically, they will ask you in the form, and you fill it and order for your testing kit. Then after testing kit, the next thing is I've talked about COVID testing, and then passenger locator form, because you need the number, the order code from your COVID-19 testing kit that you ordered. There's a code they will send to your mail. You use it and fill the passenger locator form, because they will ask you if you have ordered for for the number. You put it there, you put your COVID test, and then you put your address where you will be staying for quarantine, because you are expected to quarantine for 10 days once you enter the UK, as at when I traveled. So you need to put where you will be staying for that 10 days in the passenger locator form. This form I filled also a day before the day I traveled. That was when I filled my passenger locator form. Then you need to print all these things and have them handy. I printed my COVID test, I printed my passenger locator form, and then I didn't have to print the day 2 and day 8 COVID testing receipts, because I already have the code in the passenger locator form. Even though they asked me of it at the airport, I just opened it on my phone and showed it to them. Then another thing is where you will be staying. You might decide to be staying in somebody's house, book an hotel or anything. you just fill it there. For me, I booked an hotel where I'll be staying in Manchester, so that was where all the things that I filled before coming that required an address, I put the address of the hotel and the postcode. That was what I put. And then yeah, that's it for that. For booking of hotel, I booked, when I wanted to book an hotel, I saw I went on booking.com and I booked this hotel. I saw it, I liked it, and I booked it. But by the time I was about to pay, I think I've mentioned this in my previous videos too. By the time I was about to pay, for some reason they could not charge my card. They could not charge my card. It was a struggle. Then my booking had to expire. Thank God it happened on time. Then I had to like call the hotel directly to ask them. They now said I should go on their website and book directly, which was a plus for me because the price on their website was way cheaper than what I got on booking.com. Okay, so I just booked it direct on their listing, and then I paid 20% when I was booking it, and then paid the remaining balance on this property. That was also an issue with payment and other things, which I already mentioned in my previous video. I'll link it up here somewhere so you go see it. So that was how I arrived in the UK. Okay, during my travel, when I got to Heathrow, we had a layover for 3 hours, which of course we had a little delay in the flight, but because for some reason, I don't know what happened inside the flight, somebody had an emergency that all the paramedics and all that had to come in to sort it out. Then we wasted a little time. Then when I came out, I had to wait like an hour, because by the time I will finish with immigration and everything, it was over an hour. And then for the immigration, the only thing they asked me, I've heard in the past that if you're I've heard some people saying that if you're traveling, they will ask you this, ask you for your they will be asking you so many questions and all that. Nobody asked me anything at that immigration office. So nobody asked me. I just, when I was on the queue, when it got to my turn, I just gave them my passport, and there's a letter that comes with your passport when you receive it from the visa office. When you receive it, there's a letter. They will expect you to show it to the immigration officer when you get to the airport. So I just handed him the paper and the passport. So he just looked at it, gave me the paper back, and then looked at my passport, and they asked me that I'm a student. Which school? It was more like a conversation, maybe somebody that is just curious to ask me something. It was not like the way people say it as if they are interrogating you. No, there was nothing like that. Just asked, which school am I going to? I told him, and he said okay. Then he stamped my passport and gave me my passport. Then I left there. So by the time I waited, then after some hours, and I entered my connecting flight to Manchester. So when I got to Manchester, then that was when I did see one of my luggage. I was looking for my bag. I did not see it. At the end of the day, they asked me to fill a form and everything. All these things I've narrated in my vlog of, I think, my first day in the UK. Even my travel vlog, I mentioned it there. I'll put the link up here. Go and check those videos if you haven't seen it. So at the end of the day, the next day, I was able to get my bag. Happily, I was able to get my bag. And yeah, I don't think there's any other thing. Yeah, that was just it. Traveling, especially, I don't know, depending on the airline you're going with, I'm sure they have their own different experiences. I used British Airways. I like the experience so far. It was pretty straightforward. The flight was just a straight flight. I didn't have to go to another country to get here. All those things. I don't even have that strength. I wanted a very short flight, which I had, but their food. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about that. So if you did not eat anything before you got on that flight, especially morning flights, I pity for you, because that's it for my travel experience, the requirements and everything I went through. If there's anything I did mention in this video, please ask me in the comment section down below. I will reply you, because I'm trying to check if I'm forgetting anything, but I don't think I'm forgetting anything. So if there is anything I didn't mention here and you need to ask me in the comment section down below, and I will reply you. If there is any other thing you want me to make a detailed video about, please leave it in the comment section down below. Of course, I'll make a video. If it's something that I know or that I've experienced, I'll make a video regarding that. And yeah, wow, okay, I enjoyed making this video. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed filming it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up, like this video. This just helps me to know that you guys like the kind of videos I'm putting out there. And yeah, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.